second. Setting this up here. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the show that will not be named. I am host Brian, up to Game Prince, whatever you prefer. And today, let's talk about Joe Rogan. Or more specifically, this Joe Rogan bullshit that's been all over fucking Facebook for the last couple days. Or last week. Or last month. To this point where it's basically become a meme, where now it's like fucking fictional bands are now pulling their music from Spotify because of the whole Joe Rogan thing. To be honest, remember the whole compilation that came out with Joe Rogan saying the N-word? Well. If you couldn't tell by now that was just the second attempt by a certain somebody to just try to, I guess, deplatform him because they wouldn't get their way. And I gotta say, your sight, you probably need to go back to the eye doctor. Essentially what I'm talking about is this fucker that Joe Rogan said a whole bunch of shit about COVID and all this jazz. And people got pissy, because people always get pissy, because people can't stand to live in the same world with people who have different opinions than them. Everyone feels, or at least certain people feel, that everyone needs to be the same, think exactly the same, operate exactly the same. And anyone who doesn't needs to be put up on a cross and murdered. So, certain somebody, and I say certain somebody mainly because he is so relevant that I actually can't even remember his name. All I know is that he exists and he's a bitch. Refused to have his music on the same platform as Joe Rogan. Now, mind you, I'm going to jump into this. I don't even like Joe Rogan all that much. Some of his ideas are really fucking weird. I think he's a weird dude. But right is right. So he had some opinions. He's doing his podcast. He's doing his thing. Someone got pissy. He said, hey, take my shit down off of there, if you don't remove him. I'm not sure how that whole thing went down. What I do know is that magically, a little while later, somebody released a compilation video of every time he ever said the N-word. Which, it doesn't matter what context you say the N-word in. We live in a world where even the utterance of it instantly means, bye-bye, so long career, so long platform. Because everyone is so fucking manic about it. It is so ridiculously, even if you didn't use the word against anybody, we live in a world where if you even if the thought police, man, even heard that you thunked it, you need to apologize to everyone. Because you're a piece of shit, apparently. You're a fucking scumbag. You're worse than a fucking rapist. You're worse than a murderer. You're worse than Hitler, if you say that word. Doesn't matter what context it's in, especially if you just, in Joe Rogan's case where he, 90% of the time, because I watched the video, and literally in every single instance he either used it quoting someone, or he used it explaining the context of the word in the context of what he was talking about, which makes sense, which makes perfect sense to use it in that way. I wasn't calling anyone the N-word or anything like that, but of course, someone put out a compilation video of him saying the word, and millions of people went, so everyone started freaking out, and it was this whole fucking thing online. And it's so funny, because I don't mean to come off as the contrarian dude or, the outsider or anything like that, but oftentimes I feel like I exist solely to observe the idiocy that just is the fucking human race. We are so fucking dumb. We are so stupid that we actually get worked up about shit like this. That there are clusters of us who actually get worked up about dumb shit like this, even when it's clearly an attempt, a reach to deplatform somebody. I just think that's hilarious. And literally, if you watch the video and you pay attention to what he says, even I'm sure he mentioned it, Joe Rogan was literally at one point, the way that they cut it up, all they're interested in is that the word was said and not the context of the word. And if you know anything about anything, you should know that context is everything when discussing certain topics. Fucking brings me back to one of my favorite uh, skits by Bill Burr when he talks about men hitting women. And remember, and he goes off on that thing and he says, "Well, how did it get to that point?" Well, literally, best line of that whole fucking set was fucking guys just don't come home tuna casserole and start swinging. There's context there. And what happens is when you refuse to explore the context, you leave out any explanation or understanding of how it got to that point. There has to be a build. There isn't just climax piece of shit, that's it. There's something there. Some guys are fucking scumbags. Although this is a whole conversation for another time. Some dudes are just fucking, a lot of dudes actually, are just assholes. But the point that I'm making is that Bill Burr was right on the fucking money with the whole, we're not interested, or at least I guess larger media or whatever the fuck isn't interested in the context of situations or how you get to a point or the build-up. They're only interested in the end result and how they can use the end result to fuck over people. That's all they're interested in. And they do a good job of it because a lot of people are really fucking stupid. To be honest, we're a really dumb fucking brat child race. And I guess, what is it? I remember all these, what do you call them? All these celebrities were backing Joe Rogan. Literally, I couldn't go on Facebook one fucking day without hearing someone say, Arnold Schwarzenegger agrees with Joe Rogan in that he was in the right when he said the N-word, and that the N-word compilation was just a piece of crock of shit. Or Susan Sarandon agrees with Joe Rogan, or Woody Allen agrees with Joe Rogan, or whatever. And then, then he came out with an apology, which apology, it was, an apology, but at the same time, it was like, if you think I'm a racist, you're a fucking idiot. Which, I gotta be honest, yeah. If you genuinely think that Joe Rogan's a racist, I do think you're a retard, to be totally honest. See, and right there's going to be people who are going to be, he said the R word. Well, in the context that I'm using it, I mean a stupid person, not a person who is handicapped. When you call a person handicapped, then that's handicapped. Retarded, modern usage of the word just means stupid, idiotic person, dumb person. Like someone who thinks the earth is flat. That's a retard. But yeah. And it's just funny because after he apologized, then like the next thing I started seeing is all these fuckers like, Susan Sarandon retracts her comments on Joe Rogan. I was gonna say Seth Rogen there for a second. Arnold Schwarzenegger retracts his comments on so and so, and it's like, are these people actually being like very turncoaty, or is the media just making it seem like they're very turncoaty? Turncoaty is, like they're all for him, and then the second he like says I'm sorry or utters like a word that even sounds like I'm sorry, they're all like, well, I see, I wasn't really behind him the entire time because see, I'm not a racist. I'm good. I'm a good person. Don't worry, I'm good. Like the fact that you have to go out of your way to convince people that you are such a good fucking person. Me personally, I am a big believer in separate the people from the art. I fucking hate Alec Baldwin. Not even for the gun thing. The gun thing is just, I don't even think about that. I just think Alec Baldwin's a fucking asshole. Every time I've heard about him, he sounds like a fucking dickhead. But I fucking love him in Beetlejuice. I fucking love him in Cat in the Hat. He's a great actor, and he's been in great shit. But I think he's a dick. Am I going to stop? Am I going to deny myself of those movies because he's in it? No, that's fucking stupid. That's so fucking stupid. Same thing with a lot of other things. But there are fucking idiots out there who are actually like, I'm going to stop watching this thing because Gilbert Gottfried said the C word for Chinese people back in 1986. And it's like, get a brain, please. Get a brain. It's so fucking stupid that we actually have to live in a world with people who are that petty, who are that callbackish. I don't know what the word is, but just people that actually have to reach that far back into the past just to sort of grasp some kind of, look, this person's evil. I didn't get my way, so now I have to bitch about something that was done 30 years ago. Poor me, poor me, poor me, poor me. Nothing but victims. Nothing but victims out here. Everyone's got a fucking issue. Everyone's got a fucking problem. We're a land of babies, I swear to God. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about this because, and I got to be honest with you, I think the worst thing that Joe Rogan could have done was apologize, because it's giving in now. Because now all those fucking manic idiots who are sitting back stroking themselves, going, "Yeah, oh, we got him. Got him saying the N-word. Apologize to me, Joe." Now they're all sitting back, and he's actually came out, and now it's everywhere. Joe Rogan apologizes. Joe Rogan apologizes. Now they're going, yeah, got my way. And it's like, you fed the sharks, Joe. You fed them. The sharks were circling. You're supposed to shoot the shark and blow it up at the end of the movie while saying, "Smile, you motherfucker." Is that what he said? No, he says, "Smile, you son of a bitch." My bad. Retract that. I watch movies. How could I have made that mistake? Woof. Yeah, you're supposed to blow the shark up with the tank in the end. You're not supposed to apologize and feed it. So that, I think, I don't know, me personally, I wouldn't have done that. I probably would have went on the public platform, said, "Look here, you fucking idiot," and just spoke my mind, you know. And if you're into my shit, you're into my shit. If you're not, fuck you, eat my ass, you know. Go fuck yourself with a cattle prod. So now, like I said, ever since he apologized, all these fucking celebrities are now just, I was really behind him the whole time. He was in the wrong. He was in the wrong. Whoa, bitch. That's not what you were saying last week. What are you talking about? What are you tracking your shit? It's just so funny how everyone's morals and opinions can just be flipped like a fucking pancake. It goes to show how fucking put together everyone, like all the celebrities and everybody is, how everyone their minds can be changed the second their money stops coming in, the second their fans start fucking turning on them. Like, I swear to God, we live in a world of just cardboard people. Everyone you see on TV is just fucking made of cardboard. And they could just flip, and their personalities can change. And that's why, whatchamacallit, I really hated a couple years back. There was this group of actors. They were newer, I guess, throughout the 2000s. And as they started to come to TV, the thing that was more known, rather, for their roles, they were more known for, like, their at-home personalities. And I was just like, there was this one girl, I forget her name. She was in, I've probably ranted about it before. She was in fucking, Dr. Horrible's Sing-Along Dog, the red-haired girl. She's also in, the fuck's it called? She's in Supernatural. She's the LARPer who got Sam Dean in the LARPing episode. Anyways, I had this big issue, not specifically with her, but I guess the way that she branded her image, or did her image, however, all that shit. And it was basically, "Hey, I'm the nerdy gamer girl." And it's like, you know how they were described in, you know how gamers, or not even gamers, just nerds in general, were described in fucking Big Bang Theory? How it's like, "Hey, we're nerds. We do this." That's how she was, like, portrayed, and she was portrayed like that in goddamn everything, to the point where it was typecasted. So she was just known as the zany, original, nerd. I play D&D and I game. Girls don't do that. Whoa. And it was just so fucking annoying. And it was so, like he said, it was so graspy. And I'm like, how does anyone even know she actually does any of this shit and just doesn't do it when the fucking cameras are rolling? And it wasn't just her. Like, she's just an example. But this was just like a number of different people. And I just felt very, it was, I think it was at a time where, like, with media, I was just feeling very portrayed with entertainment because it was just like everyone was just starting to fucking paint themselves up. And then the second, like I said, the second the cameras aren't rolling, there's someone completely new. And it was just like, it just felt like a total betrayal of, you know, who these people were. And that's what I feel in the people, with the people who are, uh, at first they were all for Joe Rogan and now they're not. And it just feels like, who the fuck are you people? Like, been watching you for years, been watching you for fucking decades on television. Who the fuck really are you? Like, no one, no, I feel like no one, especially me, no one's themselves anymore. Nobody, or if they ever were themselves at one point, everyone's opinion is just as easily like bought and sold. I'm gonna quote Ellison here. Opinions are just bought and sold as easily as fish in the market. It's just so fucking dumb. And like I said, the fact that a certain someone didn't get his way and magically this compilation of Joe Rogan saying the N-word suddenly makes it to the top of the charts to dethrone him or to fuck him over just as this whole other controversy concerning COVID happens. A, that's a little too convenient. B, that was definitely fucking planned. It was so planned. It's not even funny how planned it was. Um, but I don't know. People are gonna bitch and moan. People are gonna fucking, call him a racist. People are gonna defend him, and the world is just gonna keep on spinning. But I don't know. It's just it's bothered me as of late. It's just really fucking annoying. I suppose that's it. This whole note is basically I'm getting tired of the human race. I mean, I've been getting tired of us for a while now, but it's just getting fucking worse. You know what it is? It's the fact that this is the norm nowadays. That this is just how it is. Just pisses me off, and the fact that there's literally nothing you or I or anyone can do about it. Well, there's probably shit that we can do about it. We could probably, I don't know, get off social media. Yeah, funny, right? Um, yeah, no, it's just idiotic. Anyways, that's going to do it for today. And in my closing notes, I would like to add YouTube, bring back the dislike button. It's okay for people to not like people's shit. That's another thing. Isn't that fucking stupid? Seriously, we're not allowed to dislike things anymore. That's like in school when they said you couldn't say the word hate. Really? I hate broccoli. Detention. Fucking retards. Anyways, that's going to do it for today because this video is going on 18 minutes. I would have liked it to have been shorter, but what do you want? I go off on tangents. I ramble. I apologize. But yeah, next video probably won't be anything too serious. This subject was just rather interesting to me. So, yeah. Bye-bye.